All right, so let's see. Hmm. Well, this is our New Year's one.
That was your intro.
That was the
That
intro.
that was the. I'd say that was top three worst intros we've ever had.
I don't know what you want me to say here. We don't.
That was good. But this is our Chinese New Year special, where
Okay,
we are
well,
going
maybe
from the
not.
year.
Nah, I don't think so.
We are going from the year of the tiger to
Is
the
it?
year
Is it
of
actually? What
the.
What year is it?
I don't know. I don't follow the Chinese rules. I think it's maybe it's the mouse because they have like the tiger, the mouse, the frog, the elephant.
It's the pig.
It's the year of the pig.
Yeah, next year is the year of the pig.
Next year, so we're going from the year of what to the year of the pig?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
What's the
While I'm
current
looking that up, we'll
Chinese
get
year?
to the. We'll look at. We'll get to the theme. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Yep, that is me. And today we are celebrating
Well, it
the
has
Chinese
been
New
the
Year,
year
which
of
Daniel
the
has.
dog.
It's the year of dog.
Yeah.
And next year's what is it? So what do these mean for our uncultured listeners? What does it mean to be in the year of dog?
Well, lots of things. It's associated with a certain Chinese symbol,
Okay.
the earthly branch symbol,
Okay. That's not bad.
and other things.
And, and other things. How was your break? How was your break been? Because we're sort of zooming along in this
Uh-huh.
break, but all I can remember are like the first maybe 5 days of it. How were your first 5 days of your
Yeah.
break?
Well, I'd say more like the first 4 days or something like that.
Okay.
If we had to, like, that's all I can remember, and it's been
Yeah.
okay. I saw a movie today. I did other things.
You saw a movie. What movie?
I saw The Favorite.
Uh,
Didn't
it's a
hear,
good movie.
never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
You using headphones,
Hasn't
Connor?
crossed my ears. I am not.
You should probably use headphones.
Can you hear
I can hear it a little bit.
your voice back?
Yeah, I can hear it a little bit.
Okay. But my here's the dilemma. Is
Mhm.
my headphone microphone quality isn't as good as my phone.
We were kind of cutting out a little bit on here.
How is well, it might be just be the Wi-Fi.
Yours or mine?
I don't know. Maybe it makes it both of ours. Are we restarting?
No, we're good.
Okay,
We don't
cool.
restart this.
Well, so how was the end of your semester? Did you get the I don't know thing?
Well, I want to talk
Whatever
more
happens
about
to
the movie, and not about the movie, but about a situation that came up, okay?
Okay.
So the movie's at the mall, all right? Or the theater's at the mall. And I'm walking there's a staircase in the mall. It's not that wide, but it's not necessarily too narrow. Like you could comfortably fit two people on each side, okay?
Okay.
So I'm walking down the stairs, and I want your opinion on this, of the situation, because I'm walking down the stairs and I'm on the right side, and there's a
Mm-hmm.
woman in front of me. She's maybe 4 or 5 steps in front of me, okay, on the left side. So there's
Okay.
so it's
And
so
she's
it's
going in the
fair.
opposite direction.
No, she's going. We're both going down the stairs.
Oh, okay. On opposite sides. But
Yes, on
you're on the
opposite
proper
sides.
side.
I'm a little, huh? Huh?
So so you are on the correct side to be on the
No, no,
right
no,
side.
no. That's not the problem here.
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's okay. I guess I didn't even consider that. Huh. Yeah, I guess
Mm-hmm.
she should have been on the right side. Regardless, she was on the left side. Okay, she's already on the
Okay.
left side.
Mm-hmm.
And she oh, I'm watching the game too. No, but she was walking and she's leaving. We're now at the bottom of the stairs, okay? The last few
Mm-hmm.
steps. There's two girls. And I
Okay.
don't know their exact age. I'm guessing they're like in their late teens. They're young. They're
Uh,
younger than I am,
okay.
definitely.
Younger
Um, and
than
and
you, my age.
yeah, maybe about your age, but
Okay.
they're very young. But they're walking toward the stairs. Again, we're at the
Hmm.
bottom of the stairs now, and the two girls coming, they're walking side by side. Now, as I said, there's not a lot of room on these stairs. And so
Hmm.
the two girls walk over, and the one girl that's closest to the other woman, the single woman that's walking down the stairs, says, "Excuse me," and then they bump into each other.
Oh no.
And that's when it happens. So I don't remember if someone said something or another, but there was definitely like a disagreement because they after they bumped into each other, they looked at each other. Maybe the one woman said like, "What happened? What the hell?" And then the girl says, "I said excuse me," and
Uh-oh.
then
So this is not too good start.
they were both very upset. Everyone was upset. I was just a bystander here, or I guess a
Hmm.
by walker because I was walking. I wasn't really standing. I was
Yeah,
walking.
you weren't really standing at that
I was
point.
a by walker, let's say.
Hmm.
And so I didn't. I just saw this unravel, and they got upset, but then they kept moving past. Now the question that I'm posing to you is, who's at fault?
See, I'm gonna go back to my original position. The lady in front of you was on the incorrect side
But
because she should have been on the right
she's
side.
already
Just
off. She's almost off the stairs at this point. There's no. She's not going to switch sides for these girls.
because that's
Keep
true.
that in mind.
Because she's kind of dumb. Like
But
that's
yes,
sort of her spot already. She's gone up the stairs that far,
she's
and the
established position. However, yes, I do agree. She probably, in hindsight, I didn't even consider this. She probably should have been on the right side. But again, the two girls that were coming on were standing side by side, about to enter the staircase.
mhm.
Now, again, there's only room for about two people side by side on the staircase. So no matter what side this woman was standing on, there was going to be some wreckage the way that they did it. Do you see
But see,
what
I'm
happened?
thinking,
But who's
and that
at
makes
fault?
sense. But who? And I'm
And
thinking,
yeah, go
oh
on.
yes,
No, go
okay.
on.
Here's something, because that the set of girls, young teens, they already had in their mind that they are walking on the right side. And so the girl who was approaching the left side, she was watching out to where if she should move over because that's the norms of the staircase ritual. However, the other girl who who they ran into each other, she was not mentally prepared to have to think she would have to need to switch from the right side because that's not how it's usually done. So I'm thinking
Now
I'm
let me
still
add
going
some
with
more details to the story, okay? I
okay.
guess I wasn't. So, first of all, the single woman that was walking on the left side is an older woman. Not old, but like middle-aged. So maybe there
Hmm.
should be some sort of respect in that capacity. Like
Okay,
you
she's an
don't walk
elder.
into an older woman. You
Hmm.
don't walk into your elder. Now,
Exactly.
I don't know if that adds a wrinkle, but that's just a detail that I should mention, okay?
Of
And the
course.
other detail is these two girls looked like they were trying to scoot around. They looked like they were from the beginning. We're gonna try to get past this woman and go on the left side. So they did not try to
Oh,
go straight through the right side. They were trying to slip past, and then they thought they could get through, but they didn't. So that's why I guess she said, "Excuse me," and then they bumped into each other.
that's a big detail because
Yeah.
respect
So
for your elders that is of utmost importance.
So I
So
don't know if that
I
factors
think
in
with
here.
those with those new introduced details,
Mhm.
and my opinion of the norms of the staircase, I'm changed my mind. I think the kids were in the wrong.
Uh-huh. I also thought the kids were in the wrong here. Plus, what they also said was the other thing that I said. The girl that said "excuse me," well, after they bumped in, she said, "I said excuse me," as if that like you could do whatever you want after you say "excuse me" is kind of the
Hmm.
other philosophical question here.
That is true. That's true.
Or does saying "excuse me"
That's
mean that the other person now has to, like that one woman had to get out of the way because she said "excuse me."
now I
You
must
know,
move.
does that put the responsibility onto that woman? It's
Because
a
she should have
question that
actually should.
there was a lot of thoughts that were going through my mind obviously after this happened, and so I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to bring it
It's a
up here on the
big.
podcast.
Yeah, I would say that is a dilemma
Yeah, it's
of
an interesting situation that happened. I mean, that was the most interesting thing that happened to me today.
yeah.
So I guess the movie was
I
fun,
would say
but
that the movie might have been interesting too. Would you just watch this movie by yourself?
I watched it by
This was
myself.
just
Yes.
a well. That's just so sweet. But I've never heard of it. How is the movie?
It's very good. It's kind of like it's set in 18th century England. So it's kind
Hmm.
of a period piece. Now I know what you're thinking, boring. Um, and that's kind of what I thought going in. Like at least I saw
Hmm.
the trailers. And I was like, I don't
Exactly.
want to watch just a bunch of people in wigs talking. And there's a lot of people in wigs talking, but it's more
Hmm.
about kind of this love triangle that ensues. It's almost like a rom-com because there's the Queen Anne,
Hmm.
who's like she's got like arthritis or something. A lot of
Oh
people had
no.
at the time. No.
what what a plot. She has
No.
arthritis. It's already sounding great. I'm
No,
sold.
she has arthritis or whatever, so she's not very involved politically.
Hmm.
However, like one of the ladies, like the actual like Lord and Lady, like the lady, like a very high-ranking woman, um,
Yeah.
kind of is the one who kind of runs the show for real. Like she does, she's the one that has like the political agenda. She actually tells the queen what to do and that sort of thing. And she happens to also be a secret lover.
Oh my gosh.
And so there's kind of that, but then it all kind of changes when a new girl comes in and also kind of sees the opportunity. And so you kind of have this interesting dynamic where they're kind of playing games with each other, trying to win the queen over. It's actually very well done, and it's very well written and that sort of thing. So it's not, and it just kind of happens to be set in that time period, but uh, it's a lot of fun, honestly, which you wouldn't think based on the kind of the background. But yeah, so I thought it
No,
was pretty good.
that's good. So you are home right now. You are in the location that you live,
Okay,
right? I'm asking. I don't know if you went back already.
that's true. Yes,
Okay, cool. I was just
I can
curious. I
confirm.
just had to put that out there for all of our fans. Now they know to come TP your house.
Yes. Now, where are you?
I am. Well, I'm so glad you asked, Daniel. I am in Toronto of Canada. I'm sitting at the 27th floor of my Airbnb, looking out the window onto the peasants.
Oh, wow,
It's
you're in
nice.
Airbnb.
I'm in Airbnb. I'm living life.
Now, what is your purpose in Toronto?
We are here in Toronto, so I'm with my sister,
Okay.
and as I am a child of one of the 80,000 Delta employees, that I get my free flights. I can fly anywhere I want, and
Hmm.
so my sister and I were like, let's go to Toronto. So we did.
Oh, is that it?
That's really about it.
Now
We've
I
just kind of
know
been.
that you're still in Toronto. I know you were in Toronto earlier this winter, kind of during the first few days of the break. Are you
Yes.
saying you went back
No, I'm saying so when I said we should talk about our first 5 days, I wanted us to like really talk about it as
as if we
if we
were
were there.
okay?
Like we were still
Okay.
living in those first. So I just really went back in time. But yeah, that was a while ago that I was in Toronto. And so and it really cold and we had to walk everywhere. So, not the greatest time, but there's a lot here. We've been having mucho fun.
Okay. So, what have you done then?
Well, let's see, what did we do today? Today we walked to like a sort of shopping area. We shopped around, didn't buy anything because it's all kind of expensive,
Hmm.
but still just we just took a gander, and then we went to just a couple of other areas, and that was that. And then the day before, way back when, this was of course at the beginning of the break, we
Uh-huh,
went
uh-huh.
to the aquarium, and it had a lot of swimming fishes, and yeah.
So let me just say something really quickly, kind
Okay.
of off topic, but I asked you what you did, and you gave me some details. You went through what you did, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I
Of
called
course.
Owen earlier today, and I asked,
Uh
"What'd
huh.
you do today?" And he's like, "Oh, no, nothing."
That's interesting.
And it's like, you obviously did something.
Because
You
I
have
feel, I
24
feel like
hours in a day. You had to do
mhm,
something. You didn't just sit in a chair for 24 hours.
exactly. Something had to happen. Maybe you just got out of bed, made some eggs, but hey, that happened.
Yeah,
Maybe just
he definitely
breathed,
ate
but
food.
breathing is
Yeah.
doing something.
You know what? I asked him, "What'd you eat for dinner last night?" He didn't even answer that. He was just like, "I
Oh
don't know. My
no,
mom made food." I had to pry it out of him what kind of food it was.
that's maybe I think that maybe he feels like you don't listen, And he's like, you know what? I don't even want to bother telling him
Even though
because
I
he doesn't
specifically
care.
asked, "What did you eat?"
But maybe he thought you were joking. He's like, oh, this is just the great comedian Daniel
Even though
Silverstein.
he said, "Oh, you don't want to know," and I said, "Please tell me. I really want to know."
See, it feels like sarcasm. I would feel like if I were Owen, I would be like, you know what?
Owen, I'm not
Wow.
joking. Tell me exactly what you ate.
Mm-hmm. That's what you have to say, and then he'll be so willing to tell you.
Yeah, yeah. Clearly, I have to be even more explicit in my desires, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but that sounds like that sounds. How long are you? Oh yeah, you're only staying in Toronto one more day from the time that we're approximating this.
Yes, yeah. Based on this is way back, but from after that point, we left
Mm-hmm.
at 11 o'clock the next morning. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
So let's talk about. I want to talk about my favorite food that I had on this Toronto trip,
Okay.
and I want to see what your thought is
All right.
because you being the diverse Daniel Silverstein
I'm very
with
diverse. Yes.
your very diverse. What do you think of Chinese sweet buns? We had some Chinese pork sweet buns. They were delicious.
What do you mean by Chinese pork sweet buns?
I don't
Like they
know.
had a glaze on top?
Yeah, and
Okay,
they
I don't
had
usually call them sweet buns.
I don't know what they're called,
Is that the
but
term?
they were, huh?
Is that what it's called? They're usually
But you
just
know, and
Chinese
it's like
pork buns.
I guess Chinese pork buns. They had like pork in the center. It was like kind of puffy, and it was very soft. And that was top 10 foods I've ever had.
You've never had pork buns before.
I've never had pork buns before.
Wow. You can get them at like any store, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You may have to go to an Asian market actually. I don't know. I don't remember.
We'll have to make pork buns. That'll be our cooking episode.
Make pork I don't know if we can make them, but you can buy them like frozen.
Someone has to make them.
Well, yeah, you get them frozen and then you can just microwave them or you could steam them yourself if you have a steamer.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'll have to do that. But those were very good. I just wanted to. That is our seventh ad of the day. Is
uh-huh.
Chinese pork buns.
Yeah. Apparently sweet. So were they baked or steamed?
They seemed like they were steamed.
Like
They
were
were steamed
they like if they okay. How do you know? Was it like crispy
because
on the outside or was it
they
like
were
the
not
white soft
crispy.
bun? Like the
They were
whites.
they were soft.
Okay, so it was probably well if there's I mean the I guess the other ones the baked ones are
It
soft
felt
too.
based on my analysis, it felt steamed.
Okay.
So
No, maybe we'll go to like a Chinese restaurant together and we can do it. We could do like a podcast
we
on
could
the on
we
the
could
go.
feature the
Yeah.
chef. We'd be like, this is the Chinese pork bun chef. We'll do that.
No, but you
And
can
if
you can buy them frozen. I get them frozen all the time. Have you had any other type of Chinese bun? They have like a lotus paste one, which is like a
yeah, I
sweet
had one with
paste.
chicken.
Oh, chicken. I don't even know if I had a chicken one. But there's
Oh,
there's like one you can get like with a paste in it. It's
uh-huh.
essentially like a donut at that point, I guess.
Yeah. That's I think. So based on my, just trying to like relay myself again back to the past, I
Hmm.
think I would tell myself to buy more, which is what I would have planned on doing if I was there in Toronto. Is plan on buying more, if that makes sense.
Interesting that your Chinese culture expanded in Toronto, though. You wouldn't
Yeah,
expect that.
you wouldn't expect that, but that's just the magic of Toronto.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
You
A
need to
place
go to
to
like your
visit.
local dim. Maybe we should go get dim sum or something. That'll expose you to a lot of different types of food.
I'll have to do it.
Have you gone? Have you had dim
Double
sum
date you
before?
and Owen, and me and
And you,
Tanner.
Tanner's your date.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of sad. You can get someone better than that.
Oh, we'll have to work. I'll try. This next semester, Daniel. This is the semester of me.
Oh,
You know
why
what I'm
do you say
saying?
that?
I
Why do
don't
you
know
say?
because last semester certainly wasn't. So
Why not? What
huh?
happened?
Well, you know what happened.
Go ahead and detail your life. No, I don't think
No,
the
you know
listeners know.
that story will never be detailed.
Give
That
a
it,
brief overview.
mm-mm. That
You know what? I don't even
it's a
remember the
long
story to be
story.
honest.
Well,
You can
I
tell
will
me off
tell
air.
you
You can tell me off air.
that's only for our platinum listeners that
Of
can get
course,
that
yeah.
episode.
A secret. I don't know. A secret
It's
story by Connor.
secret story of Connor's life. Yeah, this semester should be good.
Are you have any plans to make it good?
To do what?
Do you have any plans to make it good? What kind of dates do you have lined up?
Uh, I have. Well, here's my date ideas. My one date is I have this Fandango gift card, so one date's already a
Oh,
movie date.
that's a move. Well, the problem with be careful with movie dates though. For a first date,
No, not a first date.
mm-hmm. Because
You never go because how
if
are
you
you supposed
think
to get to know someone on a
exactly, the goal of that date is to sit in a dark room and not talk.
exactly? Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of going to a movie. And so it kind of it's counterintuitive. You're not gonna be able to get to know them. So what kind of that would have to be like a third or fourth date though. That's the problem.
That's the
Even
third
a second
or
date you
fourth
couldn't
date.
really do.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my third or fourth. So that's if everything's going well. My first date plans are I have a gift card for Subway for $103 on it. And so think about
Mm.
it. If a foot long is five, and let's say each date with tax, you get foot longs. Maybe each date would be $12. I have like eight solid first dates at Subway. So
Okay,
I
that
that
sounds pretty
that's
good.
my
Is
current plan.
Subway though the place where you're taking people?
Yes, Subway is the first dates because that's where I have my gift card.
Of course, yes, of course.
So that's what I'm
Uh,
thinking. So that way
You know what?
it'll
Budget
be
dating, very underrated.
budget dating is very underrated.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
new
tough.
field that's coming out.
It's
It's about hmm?
yeah. No, go ahead.
I think it's the new I think it's a new way of dating. The most like I think if you bring out zero coupons on a first date, that just shows you're not interested. It shows you're
It's
not
well, it
trying. You're
also
just going out for
shows
a
it,
date.
but it shows that you're economically savvy.
Yes,
You know how
which
to you know your way around money. You know how to handle yourself.
mm,
You're conscious of it as well.
hmm
I think you're
exactly.
showing off skills by pulling out
Hmm
budget things.
Yeah. And so here's my plan. I think the more like coupons and discounts you pull out, so I'm pulling out like at least three coupons. I thought they might even be expired, but I'll still try them because I'm that savvy, because I'm
Hmm.
really trying for this relationship.
Yeah.
Then I pull out the AAA discount.
Okay.
Little does she know that my AAA card, because I'm so savvy, is fake, and I just etched in the
Oh.
expiration date on it.
Oh.
So I'm extreme savvy, and at this point, she's interested. She's like, he is trying to apply a AAA discount to his $5 footlong at Subway. Like
Which I don't
this
even
is the
think they
man of my
offer
dreams.
AAA discounts at Subway.
Hmm But see, the fact that I'm trying just
Yeah,
shows
it shows that you care.
I'm dedicated. What
Hmm.
she'll realize, because if I didn't use any coupons, she'd be like, you know what,
Because
he's
yeah,
not dedicated.
I mean, you think about it, the classic date situation. I mean, let's say there's a guy. Let's say his name's like I don't know, Tanner. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And he comes out and he's like, I'm gonna pay with a normal credit card, no additional types of savings. The girl's like, well, this guy, he just doesn't, he doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. He
He
doesn't
doesn't have
care.
that it factor. Yeah.
He's just trying to get in and out, just do the easy
Hmm.
swipe and
He's trying to get
figure out
in and
later.
out all right.
Yeah, he's Nat Tanner.
Yeah, that's Tanner.
Hmm
Again, random
Listen,
name. I just came up with a random name.
yeah, just a random name, of course. No relation to anyone that we know.
Yes, no.
But that's my plan. That's how I'll figure out, and then I'm sure one of those 8 first dates, they'll be like, you know what, this is truly the perfect man. So
Actually, speaking of Tanner, though, are you living
that's
with
we
him
good.
next year?
I am
Yeah,
confirmed
that's how that
slightly.
situation turned out.
Well, here's how it worked out. He talked with his fellow potential roommates,
Uh-huh.
and he mentioned, Tanner. Tanner mentioned, he was like, "Oh, I want to party every weekend,"
Hmm.
and Tanner, and they
Yeah.
were like, "That's not the kind of lifestyle we want to live," and so they booted him out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's not living with them.
he's not,
Wait, is
and
this
so now
true?
it's
Did he
back
actually
to
say he wants to party and they wouldn't let them?
yeah.
Wait,
That was
actually?
that was his that was that's what got him out. They were like, we can't handle this kid. So now it's just so we're going to find. We have 3 people right now, and we're just looking to have of course the partying thing is number one,
Hmm. I don't know. I need to find a
and
place
so
to live.
that'll be
I haven't figured that out. So,
well, you and Owen
huh?
can live with us, or
Owen's
you
grad
and Owen
together.
can live with us.
Owen's
Owen's
graduating.
graduating?
Yeah.
Well, if you like to party, you are welcome to come into our fourth roommate will be one of our listeners. We'll do a sweepstakes and just put in your social security number, and if we choose you,
Yeah.
you get to be our fourth roommate.
Yeah. We'll put in all credit card information as well,
All of them.
just to be safe. Yeah.
Each credit card you put in gives you another shot at winning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You enter another name in the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
So
look for that. Be winners. But yeah, so we'll do
it's
that.
interesting. I mean, Nadia and I were considering living together, but she hasn't found anyone else to do it. It's a whole thing, you know.
Well, will you guys live in Home Park?
Or yeah, somewhere else. We'd live off campus.
Wow.
But I don't know. I'd like to stay in GLC, but it's I gotta find three people to live with me. I gotta find desperate people. You know,
You gotta find desperate people.
who's desperate enough? Is it Tanner?
Tanner and I, we're pretty desperate.
You're
Are we
pretty
desperate enough for you?
Now you can't afford on-campus housing though.
No. Well, I can, but here's the dilemma.
Okay, there's a dilemma.
Because I am, I'm paying my way through this. I am putting the work in to get the education.
A lot of blood has come out of you for this.
Yes, and so, I've got to get that money. And North Ave is a bit more expensive, but
It should be the same price as all on-campus housing.
Not Harris, where I'm living.
Huh?
It's
No,
like
no, the apartments.
Yeah. So that's, is it worth it? The extra $300 a month to live with the Tanner debates, and that's the dilemma.
Definitely a debate. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, it should be. So how did your semester way back when? Do we have a good time?
It's been good.
Yeah. All that matters is that we passed. I think it's the moral of the story.
I did better in some classes than I thought I was going to do, so that's good.
There we go.
But yeah, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
How was your?
As it can be. Yeah. Now, just in preparation for the upcoming year, I, as you know, am thrifty. Don't like to buy those textbooks.
Mm-hmm.
What does the Daniel Silverstein Incorporated have in terms of textbooks?
I don't have the things you're looking for.
Okay.
Have you used a lot of them are on the drive? Are you not on the drive?
I haven't checked it. I should have done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is something to do.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I can do it. And of course, for everyone to know on the podcast, I will bring I'm putting it on here officially. I'll bring back your textbook at some point.
No. So, what were we talking about? What are you doing?
Huh?
So what were you doing yesterday that you just couldn't record?
Yesterday was the busiest day in the world. So here's what we get in. We're flying Delta Airlines. We're up high in the sky. We land and get to our place at around 3:00. Okay. Then we eat some food and we head out to some attractions, which I can't remember them. We went to a sort of like art museum, which was kind of, how art can be.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little interesting. Had some art going on, but and then we had we went to the aquarium, and so that took up kind of the whole day. I got back, went to the gym, and then got back to the hotelish Airbnb at like 10:00, and I was like, it's too late to call our great leader, Daniel Silverstein.
I'm a great leader?
Huh?
I thought it was just okay.
Well, it sounds, because the okay leader just doesn't flow off the tongue as well.
Okay.
Good enough. Yeah, the good enough leader. But yeah, that was my day. How was your day? That first day of the few days after break.
Oh, wait, which day? The first day?
I guess it would be yesterday if we were talking about the mentals that our current minds are in.
What did I do yesterday? I didn't. The yesterday of the current mindset. I don't
Yeah.
know that I did anything intriguing. I had to do something. I
Well,
can't be an Owen and just
this is
saying
how I
yeah.
feel. Do I have to tell you, like, Daniel, I really care about what you did yesterday.
Yeah.
Completely
Now I can't
serious.
even remember. What did I do yesterday?
Wow.
I did a lot of sitting around. Oh, you know what? I watched some Monty Python's Flying Circus.
That's nice.
Have you seen any of the episodes?
No,
They're all on
I haven't.
Netflix. So you seen
Well,
Monty
I don't have
Python's Holy Grail, right?
Netflix. Cause see, again,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
thrifty me.
You have to have stolen
Netflix is how
someone's
much.
Netflix account at some point.
But I've stolen someone's Hulu account. Never anyone's Netflix. That's not me. Hulu, I can steal. Hulu's fine to steal. But
Why is
Netflix,
Hulu
I just feel like
different?
that's too. Because it's Hulu. Because Netflix and chill is like such a big thing. Because that'd be too much power if I had all that for free. But saying Hulu and relax, that's it's not the same.
Oh, okay. Weird. All right. So for Netflix, yeah, so I was watching that. I didn't really do anything else. I feel like I watched a movie, but I can't remember what movie I watched. So clearly it wasn't that memorable.
Yeah, sad.
Or I think I was still watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel second season. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. You seen any of that? No, you have. That's on Amazon Prime, which you don't have.
Which I also don't have.
Yeah, you can't afford that. Even though it's for free for
Speaking of,
students or whatever for 2 months, 3 months,
yeah, but I had it. I did have it for a while, and then expired.
and then you didn't.
So,
Yeah, sorry. What do you have
and
to
I just
say?
didn't renew it because I was like, that's money. That's money.
Yeah, too much for you.
So let's talk about the wonders of the internet. So I just remembered that I had to get people Christmas presents.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember that
But even
just
though,
popped out right out of
well,
the blue
keep
in
in
my
mind
brain.
it's not. It's the New Year. It's New Year's Day, so
It's New Year's Day, but I'm
you
talking. I'm
just
still
remembered now.
just
It's
remember
very
now.
late. You're a
It's
week
very
late.
late, but that just popped in my head. That so I get my sister. I'm in the airport this morning, and they're like, I gotta get my sister something. I go on Amazon.com, our 14th sponsor,
Mm-hmm.
and I get my sister her presents, and it comes in, and I choose the free shipping option, and it comes in December 24th.
That's clutch.
So that's I'm saying. So that's the wonders of the internet. If you ever want to procrastinate on your shopping, just go to Amazon.com and order all your stuff by December
I think a
27th.
lot of these sites you don't have to order until like a lot of sites they say they'll get there by Christmas.
Which is
Like didn't you? So what did you
it's
get
too
her?
easy. It's too easy, Daniel.
What did you get her?
Uh, should I say? What if she
Oh,
listens to
is
this?
she gonna listen? But she's not gonna listen.
She's gonna listen. She's already opened it, of
It's New
course.
Year's Day.
It's New Year's Day, so I got her a. Have you ever heard of a Galilean thermometer?
I can't say I have.
Okay. Well, let me just describe to this. It's like this weird like glass cylinder. It's got some kind of like oil like glass beads in it that float based on different temperatures.
I think I've seen
And
them
so,
before. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you are of course at the University of Georgia Institute. Everyone in it, us science culture people. But yeah, I got her that because she was looking for that, and yeah.
Oh, she really likes that.
She, well, people.
She doesn't like it.
So she doesn't dislike it at least.
Okay. She's like, hey, you were walking to the store and she saw it and she's like, and you're like, Christmas gift, here I come.
I was like, that's the one, and yeah, just any reaction, I will get it, even if slightly bad. If it's on sale, that's your Christmas present.
Yep. You could also just go to a store.
I could go to a store, but here's the thing. Here's the real dilemma.
Okay.
I do not have car insurance.
You do not have car insurance.
And
you don't have a bike?
I don't want to. No, I actually do have a bike, but it's at Georgia Tech. So.
You didn't think that through, did you? Why didn't you just
Did
bring
not
the
think
bike
that through.
home?
So I am trapped.
So how do you get anywhere then? You have to ask your parents to drive you places?
Yeah. Well, you have
Okay.
to ask guys to be like, oh, can you take me to, the grocery store so I can buy myself some food? And then they're like, no. So it's not the greatest system, but it saves me money
Why don't you just get insurance? Too
because I have to
expensive.
pay for it.
I forgot about it. Yeah, yeah.
It's 3 weeks of suffering for a, a lifetime of being $1,000 more richer.
I guess so. That could make a
Mm,
difference for you.
could make a difference. That's $1,000. That's enough money to live with the Tanner for a whole semester.
The Tanner, yep. I guess wouldn't Tanner want to live off campus? Isn't that a thing he would consider?
I could live off campus. I don't know where though.
There's plenty of places.
But then how would Tanner be able to have his great parties off campus?
That's the thing. He would be able to have them off campus.
Yeah, but he's gotta be able to cart people all the way there. No one's gonna walk to
Wait,
visit
does he
Tanner at his
actually
party.
tell me exactly what he wants to do in this apartment?
He wants well, it's Tanner. You never know for sure, but he wants to host some lively events in his dorm.
Okay. Now, no, tell me about the invite list because he has to have friends to invite, doesn't he?
That's the problem we're at right now. Is we don't know who he's inviting. We just know he plans on inviting someone, but the guest list cannot be longer than 5 names on a post-it note.
Uh-huh. Because
So we are.
and certain people, such as Peter Tilley himself from from a previous episode of this podcast,
Mhm.
some of these people were against that.
Yes,
We're against the
most well
idea.
his two previous people. So that's already them knocked off the list.
But the thing is, even if the three of us live together, we need a fourth person.
Mm-hmm.
And who would that be? So I know Tanner doesn't have friends, and you barely have friends.
I barely have friends, so it would be most likely. Yeah, well, I guess we're just going with random. We might just go with random and hope someone cool comes through.
Uh-huh.
Most likely.
That's not a good idea. You may want to get your ear on the ground and start asking people.
Yeah.
You don't have anyone else? What about your current roommates? Connor. Connor, I didn't get that.
Set in
Connor?
stone yet. I know, but yeah, my current roommates, but they're not. See, you have to appeal to Tanners, target market of partiers, and
Oh,
my
women?
roommates, they do not fit the. Hmm?
Yeah, is he inviting women to these parties?
Well, the thing is who are these women? I'm sure he would love to, but the fact is, I'm thinking
Mm-hmm. He has to meet them
it's another
first.
dilemma.
Like when you met
So
this, like when
yeah,
you met the two girls that
exactly.
came on the podcast with you and Tanner, it was you, wasn't it, that other than Tanner that met them?
It was them coming to us. Remember, because Tanner and I were together, so technically they
Okay.
met both
But
of us
who
at the
was
same
the most
time.
instrumental in that conversation? Was it you or him?
Oh, I will. Hmm. Because they were both. I would say they both were not sober, so it's hard to tell because it was basically one of them that we were talking to, and the other one, she was there because her friend was talking to us,
Uh-huh.
but you could tell she was like, "Do I want to be here in this
Mm.
scenario with these?" Because they could have talked to anybody else at the party,
Yeah, but
but
they
they had to
happen to
talk
choose
to,
you.
they happen to choose us, which for their loss they had to speak to us for 2 hours. But yeah, we'll have to. I guess that's what we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's the duo. It's the duo of us that really brings the girls
So
in.
maybe now, would you want to be a key contributor to these parties?
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to be a key contributor to these parties?
Of course, you know
So
me at
maybe that would
the
help
band
him. You would
parties.
be able to help bring in uh, females. Um, or at least the duo of you two would be able to help bring in females.
Yeah. So maybe that'll be the competition because we will try to see who can get the most females at the party.
Uh-huh.
You know, if we get 5, you know, maybe so the winner will get like a burger. If we get 10, winner gets like a radio.
No,
A
subway date. The winner
us.
gets a subway date.
Winner gets a subway date. I think it's a good idea. That's the way all fun goes for the parties.
So you're planning on having parties. Now, are these parties going to involve any illicit materials?
Well,
or is it like a board
being on the
game
podcast
kind of
for our 6-year-old, for our 6-year-old, of course, nothing illicit will go on. You know the nature of Tanner and I.
Of course,
we
you two are very clean individuals.
Completely against, very clean. No drugs at all. Even penicillin, that's borderline.
Yeah.
Like I was the only penicillin if you.
I'm sorry. What was that?
So, yeah. I said only penicillin if you have to.
Of course, yeah. No.
But you know, in the end, if you've got Tanner and I holding parties, there's probably not going to be any parties. It's just going to be us living in the dorm and on our Friday night playing video games with the Smash Bros. Club.
I mean, that's what most of it's going to be. Now, are you two planning on sharing a room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, because North doesn't do that.
No, you could live in GLC with me.
We would still. So here's what I'm thinking. Here's the thing. Set the scene. We're in GLC. Okay. It's you, me, Tanner, and fourth person we'll figure out.
Yes. To be determined.
But we'll say the fourth person's relatively interesting. And
okay. No. Let's a realistic. Who is a realistic person to be? You know, we could probably find someone. Never mind. Go ahead. Yeah. Fourth interesting person. And
we just theoretically, I think it'd be fine. Why would we have to share a bedroom?
Well, because you two are together.
Oh, of course. Well,
yes.
maybe if
he's comfortable, and Tanner's still not comfortable.
Flying. Yeah. He's still, you know, Tanner. It's hard for him to talk about his emotions.
He's not very honest with himself, and he needs to be honest with himself before he's honest with others.
Which, you know, he did try. He tried his best to go. Did he tell you about this?
So no, what are you talking about?
Oh, he kind of asked someone out, and she was like, "No."
Oh, when was that?
This was. I'm guessing you won't listen this far in, so we're fine. Tanner, if you're listening to this, but he was. This was I think in the interested in some chick, and then he asked someone else if they were single, and things went downhill for our boy.
Wait a minute. When was this again?
I think this was November. I don't really know.
Was I the one that he
afterwards too?
Wait a minute.
Do you know about this story?
I might have been the one. He definitely asked me if someone was single. Okay. And I said, yes, they were single. So I may have been that person. It could have been another situation. May have been that I feel like he does this a lot, though. So
person. This is just a normal thing for him. He just kind of bounces through. He's just seeing who can take. Yeah. So I guess you were involved with that story because I feel like he can do it that often because it was banned also. So.
Nah, it's Tanner. I feel like he asked a lot of people. Any girl that's breathing. Hey, is she single?
Anyone. At this point, he's running out. He's getting pretty old. He's running out of time.
He is getting a little old. No, so it could have been. That's an interesting. I could also ask if it is if I am that person. I could also ask the girl.
But should you?
But should I is the question. Yeah, it's not. It's not my situation to meddle with. Besides, how do I bring it up?
Funny.
Hey, did you like vehemently just completely embarrass Tanner? Oh yeah, that was you. Okay, cool. You know, it's not really something easy to bring up.
Competition started. You know,
Huh?
it's like asking how the weather's going. Like, hey, you know, remember that one Tanner kid?
Yeah.
You know, it's
She's
just
upset.
easy.
Yeah,
People love to talk about that stuff.
that's true.
Um, poor
Anyway,
Tanner. But
so,
he's got it. He said, yeah.
huh?
You were saying something.
No, go ahead.
Well, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, well, when do we ever say anything?
That's true. That was deep.
No, I was gonna say you and Tanner just have to go out on the prowl, you know. You gotta go out
You
and
think
just
how good just from your experience? Do you think we are the top, I think we're the top tier of wingmen for we go out. I think we can knock out get five cell phone numbers easily.
uh maybe okay, no. But
Okay,
really,
maybe
you
four,
think that?
four
Yeah, maybe 4.5.
and, and like the halfway is like them realizing like why am I giving these people my number?
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's a
solid.
little
Yeah, the
interesting.
data is
Have
skewed.
you talked to those girls that you brought on the podcast?
Never again. Actually, one of them was in my physics class, which I
And
only
did
saw her from afar on the final exam day, and I realized it subsequently. But yeah, she was.
yeah,
We could have
but you
been
have their
on our
numbers.
physics homework together. I do.
Why don't you say anything?
Well, that was Tanner's job.
What do you does
Tanner's
Tanner's
the one
job?
who's trying to slide in. I like that. I thought. Well, Tanner had the opportunity too. He didn't slide.
Yeah, you should tell
We
Tanner
can't.
to
We
then.
because
A lot of Tanner's
I'll
problems are
tell
just
Tanner. Well, Tanner's lost the
confidence.
numbers. Yeah. It's supposed to be. So what? Because how would Tanner start that conversation? You know, he's going through. He's like, this is the time I'm going to slide into the DMs. He has their number on his phone. What's the first thing Tanner can say to not weird them out?
Um, yeah, you know what? Anything he would say would probably be creepy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess
You
so.
know,
Anyway, that's the show this week.
that's what we got.
That's what we're ending on.
That's what we're running on. How can we fix Tanner?
Why is Tanner a lost cause? Find out next week, I guess. Anyway, anything else you want to say?
That's
Follow the
all I
show.
got.
Yeah, follow the show on Instagram, obviously, at Experience Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Connor will post a photo of something.
I'll post a photo. I'll post some. I'll post some nice.
So nice what?
Something nice of Toronto to bring back the memories for me.
Of course. So yeah, so that's happening. You can listen obviously on podcast.com, iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. How the iTunes numbers coming along?
They are stagnant. They're staying pretty level at around 5 or 6.
Oh, they are actually at 5 6 every episode. When's the last time you checked?
Kind of. I haven't checked for the last. They are. Yeah. So we'll see how those. Well, I'll have to bring the iTunes numbers up somehow.
Yeah.
I'll have to promote it. Promote it on
Yeah, keep
Instagram.
running. And Connor's working on getting us on Spotify.
Yep, I am 100% working on that.
Okay, and that's it. Thanks for calling. We'll be back next week.
Okay.
All right.